Hi, this is a demo of the Choob Dreamer overdrive pedal. It's basically a kind of a Choob Screamer-esque drive pedal. You know, uses op amp and diode clipping, and it has a Choob Screamer style tone control. But it has the addition of three new features, which I think make it a little bit more versatile than a regular Choob Screamer overdrive. The first one is a byte control. And that varies. It's like a pre-drive presence lift or bass cut. You can vary the frequency of the bass cut on the op amp from anywhere from about 200 Hz to about 3 kHz. Remember, on a regular Choob Screamer, that's normally set at somewhere around 700 Hz. So that varies the kind of, the byte is the amount of pre-gain kind of treble or pre-gain bass roll-off, and it changes the way the thing feels and plays. There's a symmetry switch that allows you to switch between symmetrical and asymmetrical diode clipping. Not much of a difference in sound, but it's subtle, but it's there. And there's a presence switch, which changes the way that the post-gain roll-off works from being a low-pass filter, as it is on a regular Choob Screamer, about 700 Hz first order low-pass, to being a shelving filter that cuts about 6 dBs of gain rather than everything else. So they changed the tone, and obviously you've got drive, tone, and level, which are fairly standard on a Screamer. And like most overdrive pedals, it really works well when boosting an amp that's already either overdriven or on the edge of drive. It's not a sort of standalone distortion pedal for going into a totally clean amp. That's not really what drive pedals are for. So I'll start the demo. I've got a Strat into a. So the first obvious use of a Choob Screamer is kind of boosting a Strat into a Fender amp. So I've got a model here. I don't actually have a Bassman, but this is kind of a neck pickup of a Strat into a Bassman, and the amp's on the edge of breakup, so you can hear that this is the dry tone. That's the yeah, so switch it on. So right now I've got all the controls in the mid position and both the switches down, which is their off position. So this is kind of a standard, what you might think of as a standard Screamer type boost. Okay, turn the gain down a bit and turn the level up a bit. And the byte control all the way down, that makes it a bit more woody, more low frequencies. The byte control up, and you get less low frequencies, more high frequencies. Is it more of literally more of a biting sound? Okay, put that back to its middle position. Let's change the presence switch. You may not hear this as much on the Fender amp as you do on the Marshall. letting more high frequencies throughout the output now. Again, subtle but useful. That sounds really good when you're pushing a Marshall amp. The symmetry switch. With that down, it's a diode in each direction. With it up, it's 2 diodes in one direction and 1 in the other. Pretty subtle effect, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a little bit more mid-range and perhaps a little bit more kind of clipping attack, but it's very subtle. But it's there. It's the switch. You don't have to wire it in if you don't want to, but there. So yeah, so that's strap into a Fender booster. Show what it does with the gain all the way up. Gets pretty high gain at that point. It's got with the gain on full, it's got about 10 dB more gain than a stock Choob lower. There, it's just acting as a kind of almost a clean boost. Yeah, so that's kind of basically boosting a Strat type guitar into a Fender type amp. Okay, so the second use, the second thing that I use an overdrive pedal for is kind of boosting a Marshall Plexi type amp to give it more of a contemporary level of gain and tone. Plexis don't have that much gain, and they let quite a lot of the bottom end through. With the bass control turned up, you've got to turn the bass down a little bit on the Plexi, like on a boogie, otherwise it gets flubby. So yeah, here I've got, this is just a cheap Firefly, actually quite a nice guitar for the money. Cheap SG. I've put Wilkinson high output Alnico 5 pickups in it, and this is kind of giving you a look at that classic Marshall sound. So that's boosted. For this setting, I've got both the symmetry and the presence controls up, so in the on position. I've increased the gain and the level a little bit, and I've backed the byte control off. So this is going to give me a more of a boosted Marshall kind of sound. And here there's that really nice kind of saturated, almost fuzzy sound. Neck pickup. Again, with it off. I'll just turn the bite up a little bit, make it a little bit more aggressive. You can hear the presence control has more of an effect driving into a Marshall, because Marshall's quite a bright sort of attacking amp. Back to the stock amp. So there you are. That's the Choob Dreamer overdrive pedal. Like I said, it's a tube screamer, but it has a bite control, a symmetry switch, and a presence switch. It's a pretty simple circuit. You can probably build one in an hour or so. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it.